is there a specific
yourself,
okay,
please.
so Rishikesh from PTI. So is there any specific platform identified PTI? So is there any specific platform identified for co-production and manufacturing under Make in India product?
Go ahead, please.
What areas, and in the strategic framework, what are the key areas that...
In terms of the substance of discussions and the decisions that and the understanding that the two leaders arrived at, I will just make some broad brush 8 to 10 points which were key takeaways from this meeting. First of all, both the leaders agreed and decided to elevate India-Italy partnership to the level of strategic partnership. As per Italian Prime Minister herself, her visit to India was a matter of strategic choice. The fact that she decided to undertake the first bilateral visit in Asia to India was a strategic choice and not just a routine bilateral visit. 3. Prime Minister of Italy appreciated the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister on matters of regional and global importance, in particular when it comes to concerns, interests and priorities of the global south. 4. The discussions covered the entire gamut of bilateral, regional and global cooperation. 5, and I must mention this important point, both the leaders held discussions in a very warm, cordial, friendly, frank atmosphere between the two leaders. A strong bond of friendship between the two leaders was very, very clearly visible during the discussions. 5. In terms of areas of importance which were discussed, on which important decisions have been taken in terms of next steps. First is the area of defense cooperation. The memorandum of understanding on defense cooperation has been concluded. In terms of subsectors within the defense, it was clear during the discussion that with legacy issues behind us, the door is now open for the industries on the two sides to cooperate more strongly in this area, particularly in the field of manufacturing, co-production, co-design, co-innovation. 2. Military exercises to be expanded and deepened to all levels within the armed forces. 3. Maritime cooperation, and I'll talk a little bit more about it when we come to specific areas of maritime cooperation a little later. The 6th element which they discussed, again an important element of our strategic partnership besides the defense, was need for deepened cooperation in the field of space, cyber and sea as 3 of the key strategic sectors in our cooperation. Work will now begin between the two sides to identify specific areas of partnership in each of these domains and of course their subsectors. Another element of cooperation which was identified for progress is HADR cooperation, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, and within that especially the need for joint exercises, greater number of joint exercises to better prepare our systems to respond to such challenges wherever they occur in the world. 8th, the broader segment of economic cooperation, the focus was on 4 or 5 key subsectors. First, on trade. As you would have seen and heard the two Prime Ministers speak during their remarks to the press, bilateral trade volumes between India and Italy are at all-time high. Last year I think they clocked $15 billion. Growing investment between the two economies, Prime Minister underlined to the Italian Prime Minister the scale, the extent, and the range of opportunity that exists in the Indian economic ecosystem for the Italian industries to come and participate with. Third subsegment within that was a cluster of design, innovation, and manufacturing. Again, converging on the complementarities between the two economies when you look at these three items in the cluster.
Manufacturing under Make in India product, Make in India.
Specific platform.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Siddhant. Microphone, please.